Hey everybody, this is Al Johnson from the Al Johnson Show, and I thought I'd come up here to, I guess, once again, talk about some wrestling. And and I just wanted to say, when it comes to wrestling, if you guys may or may not know, ignoring the loudness of my dog, you guys may or may not know, I've kind of been hitting a wall with wrestling for the first time in forever. And mainly it was about WWE and stuff. But I'm seeing, I've seen recently there's like more, I guess you could say more support and more love coming toward towards AEW or Elite Wrestling. And I think I might have a feeling why that may be. But before I get into that, if you guys want to be up to date whenever new videos are released, or you want to hop on board the Al Johnson train, make sure you all do the following. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell whenever new videos are released. And now let's get back into it. Now, like I said before, I've seen a bit more of a, I guess you could say, more groundswell support for All Elite Wrestling for the first time in, I would say, a couple of years. And like I said, my thinking behind that is like why people are enjoying AEW again. And I've never stopped loving AEW. I enjoy AEW, but I've just kind of been off it for quite for some time. But I'm seeing a lot of love for AEW. Primarily, it's because of the fact that people truly want an alternative to WWE, especially under what TKO is doing and how they're stupidly handling the WWE, where it's all about advertisements first and wrestling is dead last. Whereas with AEW, the wrestling comes first. And yes, they'll get the advertisement and what have you, but it's all about the wrestling. It's all about servicing the people, the wrestling fan, who pay their hard-earned money to come see AEW shows. And from what I understand, compared to a WWE show nowadays, which costs like 10, 15,000 a ticket, AEW tickets are like I would say 30, I would say $30 a pop. And then for pay-per-views, they're like $50 for the pay-per-views. Kind of like back in the day when like WWE pay-per-views would be like cost like 50, $60, and tickets would be super cheap compared to right now. And again, I like I said, I think WWE, I would say for the last year or so, I've kind of been on a downward spiral in terms of how they're doing the wrestling, how they're doing the characters, and how they're doing the matches, and how they're overall doing the shows. And it's overall not looking good. And I feel that way. I mean, don't get me wrong, there is some talent there in WWE that I enjoy watching, but overall, it's just hard to care about the WWE product and how it's being handled. Whereas with AEW, I mean, with AEW, it's not really like a night and day difference, but it's just like, oh, the wrestling feels um feels better, it looks better. The characters, while not bigger and grander than WWE's characters, there's characters where it's like, okay, I get the gist of what's going on. And the storytelling, while it's not a big factor, which it kind of should be, that's a negative I have with AEW, is that they're just all about wrestling. And the storytelling is there, but you just gotta be able to pick up on it. When it's like, okay, before it's like tr- traditionally used to be about story and then the wrestling. Now with AEW, it's just wrestling and then the story, and then we'll get back to the wrestling. I mean, currently right now, there's a score. There's a story going on currently in AEW, where you have wrestler Will Ospreay, who for months was feuding with John Moxley and his group of Death Riders because they injured his neck at the show All In, I think it was last year in Wembley Stadium in London, England, where he's from. And ever since he came back, his first mission was to take out the Death Riders because they injured him. But when he came up short against John Moxley, all of a sudden they started to think themselves, we haven't. There's something in Will Ospreay that's not fully tapped in that we can utilize, that maybe we can help him overcome. And telling him, listen, wherever your beef with us is, it's dead. It's dead in the past. But for now, you have a chance to become better than what you are currently. You have a chance to become bigger than you are currently. So, come train with us. We'll teach you the ways of what we do. And with our teachings, you'll be a more dangerous athlete. You'll be a more dangerous wrestler. And with that will come the great spoils of success. And right now, he's currently the front runner to win the Owen Hart Memorial tournament, which when you win, you'll be crowned the number one contender for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship at All In this year, once again taking place in Wembley Stadium. So that's currently great. Then right now, there's a storyline going on with the current world champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, who basically like your typical villain wrestler. He thinks he's the macaroni and the cheese, and thinks he'll go down as the greatest of all time. And he's currently a 3-time AEW world champion. And he recently had a stat placed on him where he won the AEW world championship 3 times before he turned 30. So he's like still in his late 20s, and he's a 3-time champion. Normally when wrestlers win their 3rd or 4th championship, they be in different ages. Whereas with MJF, he's won 3 AEW titles before he turned 30. And obviously, they're looking for, like I said, the trajectory is to have Will Ospreay win the tournament and beat MJF in Wembley Stadium. And on the women's side, for the women's division, there's not like a great depth of storytelling for the women's division, but there is stuff there. There's currently the storyline in the women's division where the head of the division, Timeless Tony Storm, she was attacked basically as a means for Tony to take some time off from wrestling and maybe go do some outside projects, or maybe heal from injuries, or maybe she wants to start a family with her husband. But the storyline is there's a mystery going on about who attacked her, and it's still ongoing. But it's a good mystery. It's like, who did it? Was it this person? Was it that person? Was it this person? And in the tag team division, you have Adam Copeland, Edge, and Christian, who are the new tag team champions, who are currently in the twilight of their careers, especially with Adam Edge Copeland, who is looking to retire on his own merit versus being forced to 15 years ago in WWE. So like I said, there's great match quality, there's great wrestlers, there's some good storytelling, not great, but I mean compared to WWE's current storytelling, AEW's is like a masterpiece compared to what WWE has done. But yeah, I'm just noticing a lot of love towards AEW. That there's still quibbles here and there, but I must say, currently, right now, I am impressed. Again, I never stopped loving AEW. It's just that I feel like maybe AEW is just not it for me anymore. But right now, it's like, even though I also rock with NXT and TNA wrestling, they're just not on the level WWE is or AEW is. But those two in AEW, what they're doing, massively better than what WWE is currently doing. Again, I love the talent, most of the talent in WWE, but they could do so much better. And honestly, I say to AEW, they should keep up what they're doing. They should get better at certain things like better storytelling for the women's division, better storytelling overall, maybe slow your paces down and maybe have like a little less time on your pay-per-views to where everybody watches and the show ends at a decent time. But other than that, honestly, what they're doing, they ain't stopping. And honestly, if they keep it up, not to say though, I'll keep rocking with them because I still rock with them. But if they keep it up, I might be switching teams um, before the year is out. That's all I can say. So yeah, AEW, keep up the good work. I never stopped liking you guys. Y'all just need help in certain departments, but keep on doing what you guys doing. I mean, WWE is disappointing me, but you guys are doing well. And honestly, as a wrestling fan, that's all I could hope for. And let me know down below if you guys that are wrestling fans feel the same way. Do you guys think AEW currently is way better than WWE? If not, who is? Let me know down below. Thank you all for watching. And as always, I've been Al Johnson, and you're not.